Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I didn't actually think that this video would be happening. As you can tell by the name of the title, I managed to get my hands on Shane Dawson's and Jeffree Star's makeup eyeshadow palettes from the new Conspiracy collection. Before I go into any detail on the whole drama that I went through, it was a very stressful, almost crying process is the best way that I can describe it. I was on Morphe's website from 3 o'clock. It went on sale in the UK at 5 o'clock. I was in work, so I had everything planned that obviously work would go nice and smoothly. I would be able to like start cashing up early and everything, and that I would have my phone by my side at the time that I would be cashing up. I'm a little bit like annoyed with Morphe. I don't know what happened, but I refreshed the page smack bang on 5 o'clock and I didn't get onto Morphe's website properly, so where it actually showed Shane and Jeffree's products, until 5:08 PM. So 8 minutes later I managed to get onto the website proper, like, you know, had everything there. Both eyeshadow palettes had sold out already. I was fuming. Like, I just thought to myself, like, how could you allow me on the website 8 minutes late and then have everything sold out? Like, I know obviously like there's loads of people like, you know, queuing, waiting to get on there, but I just thought that was a little bit weird and like quite harsh, if I say so myself. I then found out at 5:30, so this was like 25 minutes later, that Beauty Bay was stocking the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star collection. So I headed over to Beauty Bay, and from 5:30 all the way up to 8 o'clock the website had just crashed. So before I drove home, I managed to get the 2 eyeshadow palettes into my basket, and when I actually went to pay, it was basically just a white background with the orange Beauty Bay logo, and still by the time I got home nothing had happened. So I immediately went straight onto my computer, got Beauty Bay up, checked Morphe again. I even checked like Jeffree Star's cosmetics, which is American, so I was like even willing to pay like the shipping fees. I was just like, I really want this palette. Long story short, because I'm not going to ramble on anything else anymore, this was roughly around 6:30. So from 6:30 all the way up to 8:05, Beauty Bay had completely crashed to the extent where no one could get on it. And if you search Beauty Bay on Google, it would actually say Beauty Bay site crashed. Like, even Google search engine was telling you that the site had crashed. Like, that's just shocking. Like, to think that a makeup artist and a internet sensation has completely broke the internet. It's crazy. So my friend texted me just after 8 o'clock and she was saying, Kels, the Beauty Bay's back up. So I literally went straight on to Beauty Bay, and I already had the 2 eyeshadow palettes in my basket, and I literally pressed proceed order and it like took me straight to it. So I had to put my my card details in, and then it came up saying your order has been processed. I was losing my shit at this point. Like, I was so close to like ordering the bundle, which was like £320, and I was even like to my mum, like saying, oh, if I get this, will you go halves on me and put it towards Christmas? And I was just so happy that I was able to get it. I then found out, I think this was like, this happened on the Friday, I think this was like either the Saturday evening or the Sunday. I was then finding out that people were having emails and obviously money taken out of their accounts saying that obviously Beauty Bay had taken their order, they had placed an order with Beauty Bay, they had money taken out, but no actual like email confirmation to say that their order had been processed or something. I then saw that Beauty Bay put out a tweet explaining it all, and they were basically saying to like check my hauls under Beauty Bay. So I immediately did that and saw that my order was in my hauls and that it had been accepted, and obviously my money had been taken out. So I was very calm at this point and very happy that my order had gone through. So I'm going to move on to the actual palettes themselves, and I'm going to tell you my first impressions on them. So the first palette I will go on to, it's the Mini Controversy palette. First of all, the packaging is so cute for this. Like, if you feel it, it has like a glitter effect, so it feels like it's got glitter on it. It obviously has the Jeffree star and the Shane Dawson logo, and yeah, I just think it's very cute. It does say that it's a eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette, and somewhere, I don't know, it's on the other, I think it's on the other packaging, but it does say that obviously with the pressed pigments you have to be careful about putting it on your eye area, as it can be quite sensitive, as some of the colours will stain. So yeah, on the back it literally has all of the shades here, and it obviously says if it's a pressed pigment or not. And yeah, I just think the packaging in total is very cute, so I'm going to keep hold of that actually, because I think it's really nice packaging. Moving on to the actual palette, like you can see just here how stunning is that holograph effect. I've got a couple of palettes like this. I've got the Mitchell palette, and I've also got the More Free Pride palette that they brought out, and I just think it's so cute. The whole like packaging. If I zoom in a little bit, I don't know if you can see, but like on the logo and obviously where it says Mini Controversy palette, it does have like a 3D effect, so it does have blue and red outlinings. But yeah, I just think the packaging in total is super cool and just makes it a lot more prettier. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, and like I said, I'm not doing this as like a first time unboxing. I have seen what's inside of here. When you open it up, you have a really decent sized mirror, which I think is really good, and here are the palettes, so like the eyeshadow shades. So here is a close-up of the eyeshadow shades, and in this palette you have 9 shades. This one here is Flat Earth. It's just a really cute baby blue. You have Cry on My Couch, which is a really nice cream colour. My Boyfriend's Purse is a really nice like shimmer, gold shimmer. Controversy is this really stunning purple colour. Diet Root Beer is just this really nice like nudie brown shade colour. My Apology is another pressed pigment, and it is a really nice like maroon reddy browny colour. Exposed is this really nice more like a baby pink lilac colour. I just think it's really nice. Cancelled is this really nice baby blue colour, and this blue colour right here is called the Simulation. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, it's just a really nice blue colour. So they are the shades in the Mini Controversy palette. So what I like about this palette is, oh, there's a little bit of fallout there. Oh, it's okay. Just a little smudge. What I like about this palette is, if this probably wasn't Jeffree and Shane's collab, I probably wouldn't get it, just due to the fact that probably the purple, the 2 blues aren't really like my choice of colour. But you know, you've got to mess around with makeup at some point. So I obviously, first of all, I love the details, like the detailing that they've used for the shades and everything. So like for example, Diet Root Beer, they have used a like root beer bottle like can thing. Yeah, I just think it's really cute, and also they've used like Shane's star and Jeffree's logo and everything in some of the shades, so I just think that's really cool. Along the side here they have also got Jeffree Star's logo, and they've also got the SD for Shane Dawson. And yeah, I just think the names are really good as well. My Boyfriend's Purse, what a name for an eyeshadow palette. That's really cool. My Apology, Exposed, Flat Earth. I just think they've been really creative with this palette. Moving on to the Conspiracy palette. This was the packaging for that eyeshadow. First of all, like, that is a cool box, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the spiral from like being hypnotised, if that's what you want to refer it to. Again, all on the back here. You can't really see it because it's quite small, but they have everything listed on the back as well as what they do on the actual box, and they have Conspiracy in big gold letters, which I just think is really cool. Oh my god. Moving on to the actual eyeshadow palette. This is an eyeshadow palette and a half. Like, this is just stunning. Like, the whole, like, I'm going to say like pyramid 3D design thing is just absolutely amazing. And when I saw it in Shane Dawson's series with Jeffree Star, and I saw it on like the computer and everything being designed, I was like, if they don't go for this packaging, like, I will flip. It's so stunning, looks so much better than the previous design that they had, and I'm loving the SD metal thing they've got on here, the logo. I just think it's really cool. So yeah, it's like the standard Jeffree eyeshadow palette. Again, on the back it does say attention, cheese dust, sleep paralysis, food vibes, my pills, Trisha, not a fact, flaming hot, pigment are not for intended to use on the eye area. So that's good that they do mention that. They do also mention that it is cruelty free and that it's not tested on animals, so that is another bonus. And obviously it's got all of Jeffree's social medias, Jeffree Star's cosmetics, and Shane Dawson's logo on the back. So let's get into this bad boy. So you clip the clips up, and when you open it up, again you have a jackass mirror right there, and here are your shades. Like, again, like I mentioned with the other palette, if this wasn't Shane and Jeffree's, if this wasn't a part of Shane and Jeffree's collection, then I definitely wouldn't buy this palette. The yellow and colours like Conspiracy, Illumini, is it? And like Spiraling, they're just not my colours. Like, I don't really know, I wouldn't know what to do with them. But let's have a close-up of the colours and obviously the names that they have in this palette. Okay, so here is a close-up of the colours, and like I said with the other palette, the detailing that they've put into some of the eyeshadows, like the stamp prints, are just absolutely amazing. So here at the top you've got Ranch, which is a really nice shade, clear shimmer shade. You've got My Pills, which is a really nice baby pink. Tanakoon, is that how you pronounce it? A really nice nude brown. Again, you have Diet Root Beer, which they have in the Conspiracy palette. You have Just a Theory and Spiraling, which are these really two nice pressed pigment shades. You have Conspiracy, which is just a really nice like golden green. This pink is called Pigment, and I love how they've used a little pig in there. Trisha, which is an absolute stunning pink colour. Cheese Dust and Flaming Hot, which is this really nice orange and red shade. And then on the bottom you've got What's the Tea, Diet Cola, Not a Fact, Sleep Paralysis, Illuminati, if that's how you pronounce it, and My Rides Here, which is a really nice black colour. So that is an overall of the eyeshadow shades in this palette. So for my honest opinion on this eyeshadow palette is the fact that, yes, it's got a full range of colours, and I think Jeffree and Shane and like the whole team have worked really hard on this palette. yeah, I really like it. I really like the names. I think the names really do like suit the colours and stuff. And like I said, I love the fact that they've used really cute like stamps for the palette. So the Conspiracy palette was retailed at £48 and the Controversy palette was retailed at £45. So like I said, in total it came up to £73 for the two palettes, which it's not bad, you know, it's Jeffree, so you definitely know that you're going to get your money's worth no matter what. So yeah, they are my thoughts on the two palettes, and I'm actually going to do a little makeup like eye look using the palette, so if you want to see what I come up with, then keep on watching this video. So I have just come up with a look, took me just over 10 minutes. I wanted to do it off camera first on one eye, just so I didn't mess up or do anything, but I'm going to go and do it on my right eye now and obviously show you step by step on how I did it. So first of all, what I did, I set my eyelid using the P. Louise base in room 1. I watched Soph Does Nails and she said on her swatching she found that the eyeshadow stuck better to a wet base, so I do generally always use my P. Louise even if I'm doing like a really simple look. It really does help your eyeshadow stay on longer and also helps the pigment as well, so this is definitely a must have. And I'm just going to take a little beauty blender to apply it. I'm just going to place that, dab it all over the lid, going all the way up to the brow bone. And with this base, I know Mitchell, he uses a brush, but I find it better to use a beauty blender. It just like dabs it in nicely. So using a deluxe crease brush for my like base colour, I'm going to be using Tanacon, which is the really soft brown colour, and I'm just going to apply that like all over my lid. There is quite a lot of fallout on the shadows, but I think that's expected in like every palette, so it's not really a worry. I would, especially with like the more pigment shades, just go a little bit careful with them. I'm just going to brush that all over my lid and blending it into the crease. And this is just going to help with the next colour that I'm going to use, as it's not too dark, and it's just a really nice base colour for the base that I've put on to my lid. Then taking a Morphe 433 brush, which is just this fluffy brush, I'm then going to go into Diet Root Beer and I'm just going to like blend out the brown, and that's just going to really help it's really going to help blend up to where I want it to go before I do my crease colour. And you can get quite a lot on your brush as well, which is really good. So I'm going to start that on my crease and I'm going to blend it up. So this is what I meant by the Tanacon shade. I don't really want to put Diet Root Beer on my crease, so by putting that on your lid, so by putting that on your lid and blending it up to the crease, it's really helping this Diet Root Beer to blend up. And yeah, so that's how that's turned out. I'm just going to gently like blend this under, just as a start later for under my eyes. Okay, and I'm just going to finish off blending Diet Root Beer before I go on to the outer shade colour. Okay, so this is where I've like mixed it up a little bit. So taking my Morphe 506, it's just this really small like crease brush, I'm going to take Not a Fact, which is the purple shade, and I'm going to blend that softly in the outer crease of my eye, and I'm kind of just going to like gently stroke it because I don't want it to be too purple. So at first I just lightly like brush it, and then I will then eventually like build my colour. And then this is where you can start to drag it out into the outer crease where that brown is, and I then put in a little bit more force, I then drag it into my crease, just so it's just not as harsh on the outer crease. Then I'm going to go back in with Diet Root Beer, and I'm just going to soften that purple up a little bit, because then later on I will go back into it again, just after I've put a pressed pigment down. So I just want to blend that out a little bit for the moment. Then taking a Morphe 124 brush, which is just this really small flat brush, I'm then going to take just a Theory, which is this shimmer colour right here, and I'm going to use that as the pressed pigment to go on my lid. So just taking a quite amount on a brush. I'm just going to run this across my lid and start blending it into that purple here. Then going back in with that purple, this is where I'm going to darken up the outer crease again, and then I just like double check that it's okay. Then going back with the M124, I'm going to go over my boyfriend's purse, which is this one right here in the Controversy palette, and I'm just going to go over just a Theory, and this is just going to like lighten the pressed pigment up a little bit that we've put on. There we go. And like I said, it doesn't have to be neat. And then finishing off, I'm just going to run the rest of Diet Root Beer under my eyes, again blending in with the purple shade and just blending it out to how you like it. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to be taking this Real Techniques smudge brush, and I'm going to use again my boyfriend's purse for the inner corner. I'm just going to take a little bit. With it being a pressed pigment, I want to be really careful, and this is going to be a base for the next colour that we're going to use, so that just gives a little highlight, which I think is quite pretty. Then taking my Jeffree Star 6 brush, I've dabbed it in Ranch, which is the highlighter white from the Conspiracy palette. I'm going to run that across my brow bone. Just like look at that for a highlight, that is stunning. And then I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm just going to place that on top of my boyfriend's purse, and I'm going to blend it down, just down here. Okay, I'm just going to soften this area out again. So they are the finished look, and I'm just going to pop on some lashes, and then I'll be right back with the rest of the video. And then to blend it in, I'm taking my Roller Lash by Benefit, and I'm just going to blend my eyelashes in with the fake lashes, and then go over my bottom lashes. And then for the lipstick, I'm just taking Celebrity Skin by Jeffree, and this is probably my favourite nude colour ever. So guys, that is my finished look. I know this is something that I never do on YouTube, and I do look different, I have to admit. Do another close-up of the eyes. I'm gonna say this is like a soft glam look. I think anyone could pull it off, really. I'm loving the highlighter, by the way, that is absolutely stunning. That is the shade Ranch. I just think it's so nice, really pigmented, which I really like in a palette as well. So I'm just going to quickly end this video with my both honest opinions with these two palettes. I have used a majority of the colours from this palette, and I have used one or two from this palette. The colours seem to go on really, really well. Like Sophie said, these eyeshadow shades do work a lot better if on a wet base, so concealer, P. Louise, any eyeshadow base, these eyeshadow shades will appear a lot better on your eyes. Again, the packaging overall just absolutely stunning. And yeah, for you guys who are waiting for the restock, if you haven't seen, they are shortly going on restock, but they won't be shipping until December. So if you can get your hands on these two palettes, then I would highly recommend doing so. Go to Morphe stores if you've got one nearby. Try online, just please get your hands on one of these palettes, they are absolutely amazing. So I'm not going to blab on anymore. If you have got these palettes as well, then please comment below your thoughts and opinions on the palettes. And again, just a huge congratulations to both Jeffree and Shane. You have absolutely outblown the internet with these two palettes. And before I end this video, Shane Dawson liked my Instagram picture. Ugh. Right, I'm going to show you for anyone who does not believe me, because this is major news. I was absolutely mind blown when this happened. So I have a beauty Instagram that I just like to upload like eye look, so I will be uploading pictures of this. And I uploaded this one, and if you click on like, scroll down, oh my god, don't even mess with me, Shane Dawson, you are ridiculous, like, don't even go there. So that was a moment to celebrate. That was actually Tuesday night, so after all the trauma and everything that then happened. So yeah, I'm not gonna blabble on anymore. If you did like this video and you want to see maybe more makeup videos, as I do enjoy doing them, then please give this video a big thumbs up and comment below any looks that you maybe want to see. If you want me to do a eye look that maybe uses some of the more brighter palette colours, then feel free to comment that below, as I'd love to give it a try. And yeah, comment anything you want, any new videos you want to see, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Click the little notification bell, as it will notify you for when I do upload. And yeah, so I'm going to end this video as it is very long, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!